to Matters of Destiny with Evangelist Rosanna Atabilien. Don't forget, we are still on the 10 enemies of destiny or 10 destiny killing attitudes. For today, God has already revealed another enemy of destiny, and that's what we are going to be discussing. So what are we discussing today? We're discussing carelessness as an enemy of destiny. Carelessness is a satanic weapon prepared for destiny destruction that leaves the generation of his victim in pains, sorrow, and shame. Oh my God. Carelessness is a destroyer. Carelessness is a killer. Carelessness is a thief. Anyone who is found in the web of carelessness becomes a casualty. Many destinies have been silenced on the rats of destiny because they have been victimized by this enemy of destiny. Carelessness, I said again, should never be undermined. Carelessness should never be ignored. Wherever you see carelessness, I tell you from my mind, kill carelessness. In the Bible, there's this man called Judah, and that's what we're using as a case study today. The destiny of this man was prophesied in the book of Genesis, chapter 49. If you read from verses 1 to 2 of that Genesis 49, you will see that this Judah was one of the sons of Jacob. And so when Jacob was about to leave the earth, he said to his children, gather around your father. I want to tell you what I have perceived as the written of the Spirit over your life. And to Judah, at verse 8 of Genesis chapter 49, he said to Judah, your brothers will praise you. He said to Judah, your people will clap hand for you. You are honorable, you will do well. Hey, he said to Judah, life will be very sweet for you. Judah, you're destined to rule. Judah, you're destined to carry the scepter. Judah, among my sons, you are the one with royal blood. Hey, you have been given a scepter in the realm of the spirit to rule. He said to Judah at verse 10, he said, nations will come to bow before you. Nations will surrender their tribute. They will give you their gold. Genesis chapter 38. Judah was given the scepter. The royalty in him manifested. He was given the authority and the staff to rule. And he started leading and ruling over the people. Judah got a point in his life in destiny. Oh my God. And he became a victim of carelessness. Before we go forward on this story, please see, carelessness does not just occur. It's not like something that you don't have control over. Carelessness is something you can actually deal with. That's why I say when you find it, kill it. Carelessness happens when you rush into taking decisions. Carelessness happens when you rush into taking actions that you've never giving good thoughts to. You've never been able to properly check it. Sometimes these actions leave me regretting and their generation destroyed in the place of destiny. This was a story of Judah. Judah started the journey of his destiny. But he got to verse 15 of Genesis 38. And he was found in the web of carelessness. He saw Tamar, the widow of his sons, who pretended to be a prostitute. He said to her, what is your wage? What do I give to you? I am interested in what you are doing here. But Judah, you are a ruler. What are you doing? The prostitute on the road. What exactly do you have? What business do you have? And of course, the woman was not a prostitute, but she acted it because she wanted to trap Judah down. Judah was supposed to give her his last son for marriage, but Judah, out of fear, kept back his son. And then the woman said, okay, I am going to make sure that I pull you down. And so she became a prostitute overnight. Oh, but Judah could not picture what the letters are. He gave in, carelessly gave in. The woman demanded for those things that made Judah a ruler, things that made Judah a person of authority, everything that gave him that physical look, Judah gave it to her. Of course, that scepter in the hand of Judah was not just an ordinary thing. It was not a physical material. It also carried the influence of the Spirit. Remember, it was what was prophesied in Genesis chapter 49. He said, you'll be given a scepter. So that scepter, Judah was thinking something I can always buy in the market. Oh yeah, take. So he gave it to her. She took the scepter, she took the ring, she took the staff of authority in the hand of Judah and disappeared. By the time Judah could come back to look for her, she was nowhere to be found. And then the story leaked out. One story led to another story, and then it was discovered that Judah has lost his staff of authority. He has lost it to a prostitute. He has lost everything, and then he was demoted. That was the end of the prophecy of his destiny. That was the end of his activity as a king. I said earlier that you can actually deal with carelessness. It's something that is within your capacity to control. Are you a pastor? Don't rush into destiny action. Don't rush into doing anything. Are you a student? Don't rush. You want to get married to a lady? Don't rush. Look at it again and again. It does not just end in the market or on the street where you got to know yourself. It doesn't just end just in the room. Marriage is built. Do not start it carelessly. Otherwise, you will live a life of regret all through your life. The video is to warn people who are following this teaching to watch carefully against carelessness, especially those of you who are on the lane of destiny, those of you who are preparing to move into destiny, those of you who are there already. The Lord says, kill carelessness if you want your destiny to be protected, if you want your generation to enjoy the legacy you have built. Remember that one of the things that was mentioned to Judah was that his descendants will always rule, they will always be on the throne. But it took 9 generations of Judah to be in the mud because of that carelessness, because nobody was able to rule. After the falling of Judah, 9 generations went down with him. It took the mercy of God for David, a man in his 10th generation, to emerge and to rule again. Bow your head wherever you are as you are concluding this video and say, Father, help me. Be careful enough so that I don't fall in the hand of this enemy. If you have prayed this prayer, the Lord has answered you. The mercy of God is on your part. God bless you. Please share this video to reach others. See you again on the Matters of Destiny with Evangelist Susanna. Bye.